You're watching East Tennessee weather. Weather when you want it.
Believe in experience. Believe in consistency. Believe in the wisdom that can only come with time. At Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to celebrate 75 years as Tennessee's insurance company, doing right by our neighbors and always being there when you need us most. After all, we don't just believe in Tennessee, we believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
And good morning, 7 o'clock right now, getting us started on our Monday. How's everybody doing this morning? Good morning, Katrina. We've got Julie on here, Eva as well. Ladies, how are you this morning? Julie, it was good to see you this past weekend at the Granger County Tomato Festival. Lots of fun going on. We'll talk much more about Witcher's Adventures coming up here in just a few minutes. I always like to give you an idea of what I've been doing, what I've been up to with myself, my family, whatever it may be. But in the short term, let's go ahead and get to work with the forecast here as we get you out the door here this morning. If you're getting ready to hit the road, we'll start you off with our July observed high temperatures. And again, it's going to be another warm and muggy day, but more average. And we've been averaging out pretty nicely over the last 3 days. We were below average last Thursday, but generally speaking, we've had an above average month so far, although that is gradually changing as we've been kind of stuck in this average to below average weather pattern. 89 was the high yesterday in Knoxville. We picked up over an inch of rain officially at McGee-Tyson Airport. 85 in Crossville, 92 Chattanooga, and 89 in Tri-Cities. No rainfall officially in the Tri-Cities area. So let's talk about 24-hour temperature changes. We definitely saw some, temperatures this morning are trending about where we were yesterday morning, a couple of degrees warmer. That's about the extent of it. So no major cool down, no major heat up on the way as well. But we will continue to highlight that in the coming days. All right, so let's go back to this one. There we go. That's a little bit better. All right, here we go. So temperatures this morning, stepping outside, we're in the 60s and 70s. It's mild, it's muggy. We've had some showers move their way on through the area. I'll highlight that here in a moment. But over the last 24 hours, we've picked up some decent rain and some solid downpours. And we actually had some flash flood warnings in place yesterday, thanks to the rain showers that were developing and really pushing their way on through. And that's really the story here this week is the abundance of moisture that's going to be fed into the atmosphere that's going to lead to locally heavy rainfall. This is a radar loop over the last hour. You can see the batch of rain moving its way out of East Knox County, Jefferson County, up into Hamlin, Hawkins, Hancock, and just kind of fading away. Even a couple of showers over across the Cumberland Plateau from Roane, pushing into parts of Morgan and Anderson County. But again, most of these showers will slowly wind down, and we'll see improving weather conditions throughout the day today. So let's go ahead and walk you through our futurecast model. As we head through the morning hours, pretty quiet. So those showers that we're experiencing out there this morning slowly wind down. We'll likely not see a ton of activity from now through lunchtime, but as we get into the lunch hour, we're really going to start to see those showers build up across the area. Lots of moisture, heat, and humidity, and that leads to those afternoon showers and thunderstorms, plus a couple little weak little impulses in the atmosphere that's going to continue to bring us the afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Again, the southwesterly to northeasterly flow, that trend's going to continue for a couple of days. And so while we're going to continue to see afternoon showers and thunderstorms, and not everybody gets them every single day, we're going to lead to locally heavy rainfall. And so this is going to be day in and day out this week. And so by the end of the week, we have to watch out for the potential for some more localized flooding and or flash flooding concerns. Why? Because we're getting tons of moisture to drop out of the atmosphere, and we're talking about some tropical-like downpours with any of the showers that do develop. All right, so the forecast for the day today, we're going to see those temperatures climb right there into the low 80s as we get into the lunch hour. Our afternoon high temperatures will be in the mid to upper 80s, so pretty seasonable. Average high for this time of year is 89. But our humidity, just like yesterday, the sweat factor goes way up. So it just makes it feel so much hotter. So you go mid to upper 80s for highs, dew points in the 70s, and we're talking heat index values low to mid 90s. And so if you work outside, the heat stress will start to pick up a little bit, but not tons of heat stress today due to the fact that I still think that we're going to have more clouds than sunshine throughout the afternoon. Even by 6 o'clock, it's going to feel like 90 degrees. But as we get into the 8 and 10 o'clock hour, temperatures come down into the 70s, so we get rid of that heat index value, although still rather muggy. And even overnight tonight, can't rule out a couple of passing showers like what we saw last night. So don't be surprised if you get a couple thunder during the overnight hours. Not expecting a lot. Most of this energy is diurnally driven by the daytime heating. And so as we get into peak heating of the day, that drives the showers and thunderstorms to really develop. Morning lows on Tuesday, back into the 60s and 70s, so not much of a change in the forecast there. Good morning, Aaron. We've got Kimberly joining us along with Laureen. Good morning, Laureen. How are you this morning? As long Tammy. Tammy's on here as well this morning. Glad you could join us. I'm Wake Up with Witcher. All right, so through the day on Tuesday, much more the same. Not a lot of activity first thing in the morning, but you heat up the atmosphere, get past the hour, and boom, there you go. Showers and thunderstorms developing with the heat of the day. So you take today and tomorrow, and you pile up all that rainfall. We're talking over a half an inch of rainfall in some locations, maybe over an inch to 2 inches. And again, if you get the rain tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, that's going to be leading to some flooding concerns in isolated locations like what we saw yesterday. So we'll kind of cool things down a little bit as we get into Wednesday. There's more moisture going to be added to the atmosphere. We'll have more cloud coverage. What you're looking at here is available moisture. This is also known as precipitable water. So when we forecast the weather, we do look at the amount of available moisture in the atmosphere. When precipitable waters are less than an inch, well, don't expect solid downpours. Maybe some scattered showers possible, but usually that's a lot less moisture to work with. Well, our precipitable waters, notice the area shaded in red. As we get into our Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday time frame, watch the surge of red starting to enter the area. That's high precipitable water. That's what's going to lead to those tropical downpours. If you've ever been to the ocean or the beach and you know how it rains at the beach, it's just solid downpours. That's what we're going to experience, especially through the latter part of the week, thanks to the high humidity levels. But Thursday into Friday, we do have a cold front swinging its way on through. Now, the cold front's not necessarily going to bring us drier air, but what it is going to do is help to scoop up more moisture. So I think Wednesday, Thursday will potentially bring us more rain and more of those tropical-like downpours. But behind the cold front, we'll actually see, well, our rain chances kind of fade away a little bit on Saturday. So if you have outdoor plans on Saturday, I know it's only Monday, but we're always looking forward to the weekend, aren't we? It looks like we'll see less coverage of rainfall on Saturday, but you can see those elevated rain chances and coverage is really going to be with us through the week. When you pile it all up, basically the Tennessee Valley, the Appalachian region to our east and southeast will pick up the heaviest amounts of rain. That's where the river of moisture is going to continue to feed on in. That's where we'll have the highest precipitable waters. That's where we'll get the greatest chance for showers and thunderstorms. As I mentioned, that cold front doesn't draw any drier air in. It just may shut down those rain chances for a couple days. So dew points will stay in the 70s. Temperatures will stay at or below average over the next 5 to 7 days. But due to high dew points, we're still going to be dealing with heat index values pushing about 90 degrees or so each and every day. And today, Saturday and Sunday are probably going to be the hottest. So we're talking heat index values again this afternoon, pushing the mid-90s. As we round out the month and start the month of August, we may be trending about average, so more seasonable weather on the way. Hopefully you've enjoyed these low to mid-80s that we've been experiencing because July and August are typically the hottest months of the year. And, well, the Climate Prediction Center is saying, wait a second here, we may start to see things kind of heat back up for the first week of August. So embrace these low to mid-80s for while they're here, right? Even though it doesn't feel like the low to mid-80s, it's definitely felt hotter. All right, so have you downloaded the East Tennessee Weather app yet? Hopefully you have. If you're joining us on the broadcast, you probably have. But that's been about... anyways, the interactive radar is going to be a great tool. Past, current, and future radar of 2 hours is a great tool to really keep you up to date on everything and how it's going to play out. Do these showers just last for a couple minutes, or are they going to pass on by? Or are they going to last, for a good chunk of the day? So the interactive radar is great. All right, let's talk about some Witcher's adventures. We had a pretty good weekend here this past weekend. Let's see, what did we do? We went and saw the Twister movie. Did you see that on social media? Yeah, we yesterday, 11:20 movie, 11 o'clock in the morning. Always weird when you go to an 11 o'clock movie, like a matinee, because you're typically used to watching movies, at least we are, in the evening hours. And so you come out of a movie, you go in when it's light, you come out when it's dark. And my son was like, oh, it's going to be dark when we leave here. I'm like, no, it's not. It's only going to be like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But it's always weird walking out. Anyways, the Twister movie, great movie. If you saw it on social, I talked about it. But I think the movie was great. Obviously, super Hollywood, right? It is a movie. But there was a lot of great meteorological stuff in there, i.e. they explained a lot of how the atmosphere works, what they're looking for, how to stay safe, what to do during severe weather events. Don't go under an underpass. Try to stay away from that if you can. And just the good tips and rules to live by were in the movie. And it was PG-13. Yeah, it was, I think there's a little bit of cussing in there, but not a lot. Actually, it was a good, solid, family-friendly movie as long as you don't mind a couple of curse words. But highly recommend going to see it if you haven't had a chance to go see it. So Twisters, that was a good one. So now my kids, we're probably tonight, before we head off to bed, we'll probably sit down and watch the original one. What was that, from like 1990s or something like that? Maybe the 90s. I don't know. Anyways, so we're going to do that tonight. So the kids liked that, and they had a lot of fun doing that. So we did that. Let's see. I did pickleball this weekend. We swam in our friend's swimming pool on Saturday night. I guess it was Saturday night. We went over there probably about 5, 6, 7 o'clock at night, ate dinner, swam in the swimming pool, and her pool was like 92 degrees. It was warm. It felt amazing, especially because it wasn't extremely hot outside. Then we did a nice little fire pit in the backyard and enjoyed some friends on Saturday night. That was fun. And then after the movie yesterday, went and played some pickleball. See, what else did we do? Oh, did the Granger County Tomato Festival, of course. Did that on this past weekend. And we had a lot of great folks. I'll share some photos with you coming up here in just a few minutes. But if you've never been out to the Granger County Tomato Festival, it is a lot of fun. And the folks that I was joined with, of course, everybody coming up and saying hi. It was just a pleasure to see everybody. Julie and her husband, Wade, came out to join us. That was always fun. Julie's been huge with helping East Tennessee Weather Out. And Julie, I really appreciate you every single day. I do. I say it all the time, but I really do. Anyways, and so let's see. Here's some great photos from the Granger County Tomato Festival. So met a lot of great people. How about that one? I believe that was Virginia Sutton, who joins us on the program every once in a while. I believe that's who that was. So great to see Virginia. We had a couple of families come up and chat with us. And so I was over there with the Farm Bureau of Tennessee, the Granger County Farm Bureau group, and they were huge proponents of East Tennessee weather and just really helping to pump things out. So I do appreciate them, of course, and they are this morning's Wake Up with the Witcher sponsor as well. So lots of great photos. Let's see, we got some kids in there. Kids wanted to come and say hi. How about those little guys? So that was fun. Oh, man, I tell you, the sweat factor out there was just insane. Insane. It wasn't too terribly hot, but it was just so muggy. So rules to live by. Don't wear a light gray t-shirt when you're going to be sweating to death. Also, in the middle of my live broadcast, which I did broadcast live out there on Saturday afternoon, guess who came and saw me? That's right. Guess who that is? Burchett. Congressman Burchett. He came and gave me a fist bump right in the middle of my live broadcast. It was awesome. So I had to take a photo with him. It's great to see him for sure. And listen, he's such a huge proponent of farmers in East Tennessee, even though he doesn't live here. Here's a couple other good ones. There we go. And let's see, we had another one. Guess who this is? Guess who this is? Kimberly. Good photo, my friend. She's not a shy one. We had another couple good ones. Here we go. Had some face painting going on. So that was a lot of fun. And then this was Saturday night. We were on Saturday night. Kids were swimming in the rain. There was no lightning around, so the kids were hanging out swimming in the swimming pool in the pouring rain. And then, of course, we had good old fire pit in the backyard. Just nice to hang out with everybody and enjoy that. Let's see. What else do we got? Here's the family. Here's the family going to see the Twisters movie. Caden's, of course, and somebody's always closing their eyes. Don't know why. It's like 3, 2, 1. Let's open our eyes. But here we are. And then I had to, of course, my wife's like, you got to take a picture just yourself. So let's see. I got to shrink this up a little bit. I mean, the weatherman's got to go see the movie, right? So hopefully, if you haven't had a chance to go see the movie yet, I highly recommend it. It's a really good movie. All right, let's get rid of all these. Boop. There we go. All right, let's go to the chat and say hi to everybody. We do have, again, a couple of wet roads out there, but not much going on. What did you all do this weekend? Anybody do anything fun? Did you go see the movies? Can you tell if it's going to rain August 1st yet? No. Too far out, but I can look at a couple things here real quick if you want. Let's see. It goes too far out, but we can try. Let's see. There's July 30th. August 1st. I mean, maybe just some afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Looks like we may have a little shift in the pattern. A little trough swinging its way through. That may help to spark off some showers leading up to August 1st, so maybe July 30th. But right now, maybe just a couple of afternoon showers. It doesn't look like it's going to be a huge rain event. Hopefully that helps you out, Mel. And let's see. Ooh, there we go. My youngest son, Robert, got brave last night and slept in a tent all by himself last night. That's pretty cool. How old is he? You went and saw it Friday? Yeah, I mean, listen. I mean, there was some meteorological stuff in there that just was like, okay, that doesn't really work that way. Some stuff, but some stuff was pretty accurate. I like it when movies, like my wife always, when she watches medical movies or shows and stuff like that, she goes, "That's so wrong. That's not how you put an IV in at all. That's not what you do." And so, but generally speaking, I think the movie was good. Had good, pretty decent plot and stuff like that. Is it one that I'll probably go back and watch again? Probably not. But it was still good. You like an afternoon movie? Matinees used to be a lot cheaper. I didn't feel like this was cheap at all. Tickets were still like $15-$16 a pop. I thought matinees were supposed to be like $8 or long gone are the days of, $8 movies. Festival was good. Mel, didn't walk around a whole lot because we were there for like 5 hours just meeting and greeting and hanging out with the folks from Farm Bureau, but wanted to walk around a little bit more. They did, though. The Farm Bureau group did give us a giant box of tomatoes, and so stay tuned. So I am going to post this on social media, but I'm going to ask you to do something, so make sure you check out social media. I'll ask you right now. So we have a box of tomatoes. I'm going to make some homemade spaghetti sauce because we have a ton of them. I'm going to make some homemade salsa, but one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a tomato pie. But here are the rules, okay? And I'll post this on social media. You'll have to message me, mike@easttnweather.com. Mike@easttnweather.com is where you're going to have to message me for this. It's not going to go on social because I need to be able to, I guess you can put it on social too, but if you can message me, mike@easttnweather.com, I want your homemade tomato pie recipe. Do you have one that's from a grandparent to parent? Do you have one that's, long ago, old recipe, tomato pie recipe? I want your recipe. And here's the deal. So you'll get a free t-shirt. So if I pick and choose the winner to make it, and I will make this on camera, and I'll post it, making a tomato pie. But the winner's recipe will get a free t-shirt, and a free East Tennessee Weather t-shirt. So again, you got to message me, though, mike@easttnweather.com. To send me your recipe, and you get a free t-shirt if I decide to choose and pick your recipe. Maybe I'll pick a couple of them and try a couple different recipes. If I can find some pretty different recipes, I'll do that. So if you have a tomato pie recipe, message it to me, mike@easttnweather.com. You could win a free East Tennessee Weather shirt. Cool stuff right there. Yeah, I know. We didn't really want to pay the money to go see it, but oh well. Go see it, Sweets Holland. It's a good one. I mean, it's a long movie. It's about 2 hours and 3 minutes, I think it was, something like that. It is always super hot during the festival. They had a nice little shower, and then the humidity just really picked up. I mean, literally. But yeah, note to self: don't wear a light gray T-shirt when you're going to be sweating. I had sweat just dripping off. You could see the sweat just dripping off me. It was awful. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't see how old you said he was, but that's a big adventure to go spend the night by yourself in a tent. Kimberly, it was great to see you. It was nice to see you, take a picture and give you a nice little hug. Let's see. We've got Brenda joining us from southeastern Kentucky. We had over a week of a lot of rain. What are we expecting this week? More rain. Now, again, I think it's going to be along the Appalachian Mountains. So from southeastern Kentucky to East Tennessee, down to our southeast over into the Carolinas, I think we'll get the heaviest rain this week. Good morning, Kathy. How are you this morning? I did not hear the song that you put with our picture. Where did you put our picture? Up on social? I didn't see that. Didn't have the best Saturday, but I'm tired this morning. I don't know why. Wake up, Witcher. Wake up. Grab a cup of coffee. My coffee's almost done. It is good, though. Let's see. Yeah, Mel, did you go? Did you go to the festival? Anybody else go to the festival? Great pictures. I need a fire pit. I want one from Buc-ee's. I went on a trip to tour Brushy Mountain Penitentiary. Nice. I wanted to go see a concert at Brushy Mountain. I want to go see the penitentiary as well. I want to take the kids there. Do a little day adventure over there in Morgan County. I think it would be a lot of fun. Too much going on, huh, Mel? Have to fool the insiders during these movies. Yeah, they try. They try. All right, Robin, so I have to ask you about the 40X. Was it worth 40X? Like, I've not seen a 40X movie. We thought about it, but tickets were $26 a piece or something like that. We even thought about doing the IMAX because that would have been cool too. But a buddy of mine went and saw it in 40X too and said it was amazing. Loved it. We have not ventured out to see a 40X movie yet. I haven't had good reviews on it, so I've not really wanted to waste my money, but maybe it's a good one to see. I think Top Gun or Maverick would be a good one to go see. This one had a lot of, I think this one would jerk you around a lot. That's what my buddy said. He said, yeah, it was because it was an action-packed movie, so you're going to be jerked around a little bit, but. My question is, why are the leaves already changing and starting to fall? Just probably because it's so dry. That would be my best bet. Not because it's fall. Either you got a dead tree or it's just super dry and dried out, I guess. How's Layla doing? Anybody hear from Layla? I have not heard from Layla. Yes, seriously, Cheryl. Dollar movies were the best movies. They were older ones, but now they don't really need dollar movies because anything that would go into the dollar movies is probably out on Netflix or Amazon Prime or any of the streaming platforms, Roku. He's going to be 7 in September, and he slept outside by himself. Pretty awesome. That is awesome. I did try a tomato muffin at the Granger County Tomato Festival. I did. It was good. I don't know what's in it, but it's good. Wait, ew, that tomato pie would be good. What is that supposed to mean? Ew. What you talking about, Willis? You don't cook, Betty. Do you eat out every meal? Interesting. Lauren says, what is tomato pie? So from what I understand, it's a pie crust. You put tomatoes, cheese, onions. I think it's got mayonnaise in it. Maybe sour cream. Somebody said something like sour cream, mayonnaise, onions, tomatoes. Maybe no cheese. I don't know. Maybe it's got cheese. I think cheese goes on top. It's really good. I actually really like a tomato pie. If you need any jalapenos for your salsa, hit me up. Apparently, I got seeds mixed up, and I have super hot peppers instead of natapinos this year. I don't know what a natapino is, but let's see. Tuesdays are good days to go to the movies. They are reduced ticket prices, and concessions are reduced also. I did not know that. That's good to know, Kimberly. Thanks. I will definitely go find it and take a listen to it, Kimberly. Thanks, Julie. Yeah, Julie's son is basically the same age as, well, in between both my kids. So I think your kid's 10, right? So we've got 9, 10, and then I've got a 9 and 11-year-old. Julie's kid is 10. And so the kids love hanging out. Caden and him play together a lot. So it's fun. It's fun to get those kids together for sure. Let's see. Hey, Mike, what's your Twisters sold out in 40X? Me and my friend might try to go watch it tomorrow morning. Everything was sold out. Like, we tried to get tickets on Friday night, and there was plenty of seats, and we forgot to purchase them because we were trying to figure out our day, or Saturday night, I should say. Anyways, and that morning we got up and we were like, okay, let's go see a movie. The only one we could find was an 1120 that had 4 seats next to each other. So, what's up, Jerry? How are you? We used to take the antique tractor to display at the Tomato Festival. Love seeing all those old tractors. That is one of the hottest places ever, but fun. It is fun. It's fun just to go out and see everybody, say hi. Got quite a few app downloads this past weekend at the festival, so that was cool. Okay, we'll get back to the chat here in a second, my friends. But you know what time it is. It's time to dance. Come on, Kimberly, Mel, Katrina, Lisa. I know you've got some dancing in you, Lisa. Anytime you hear the music. It's time, my friends, to take a look at today's national holidays. What are the national holidays today? There's National Fragile X Awareness Day. Don't know what that is? Let's find out what that is. Each year on July 22nd, National Fragile X Awareness Day celebrates those impacted by Fragile X syndrome. The day also raises support for research and awareness. Fragile X syndrome is a mutation of the FMR1 gene, is the most common form of inherited intellectual disability. It impacts men more than women, and while a person may have the gene mutation, sometimes they do not have any apparent signs. Those who do show signs may have mild or severe symptoms. Physical, intellectual, behavioral symptoms may appear, and they may vary between males and females. Interesting stuff. Never even knew about Fragile X Awareness Day. National Panache? Is it Panache Fudge Day? Panuche. It's Panuche. It's probably Panache, right? National, I'm going to say Panache. Fudge Day recognizes the creamy candy that an Italian name. If you like maple flavor, love it. This nut-filled fudge is for you. Hands down the best fudge out there to make. All right. It's National Mango Day. Anybody here like mangoes? I love me a fresh mango. I could mow down a mango like in 2 seconds. It's so good. And then whatever you can't get off the seed, you just put the seed in your mouth and suck it out. Oh, mangoes are amazing. And it's National Hammock Day. Good day. As long as you don't have a lot of mosquitoes around your area, good day to go sit in the shade, set up your hammock, and read a book. Maybe in the morning or in the evening hours. Anybody have hammocks? We have hammocks. We have some hammocks. We have some swinging chairs in the backyard. So those are always fun to sit and watch a movie. But anyways, those are your national holidays for the day today. Hopefully you dance with me. I'd show you traffic, but there's no traffic out there, as you can clearly see. And of course, a lot of folks were impacted by the Microsoft thing. East Tennessee weather was not impacted by the Microsoft thing this past weekend. All right, back to the chat. We must go. Yeah, I think it has cheese. Yeah, ew means awful, not good. No, frozen lasagna, stuffed peppers. I do baked chicken and salmon patties, rigatoni, and baked spaghetti. So you do cook. See? What's up, Samuel? He says, Mike, it was very nice to meet you yesterday. I'm going to try and watch him for 40X before he leaves the auditorium for Deadpool and Wolverine. Nice. So I saw Samuel yesterday at the Cinnabar Theater at West Town Mall. Samuel, it was great to meet you. We took a photo. Samuel, upload that photo through the Witcher's Pictures link, and I'll share that this morning if you do that now. The one that we took together, because we took it with your cell phone. There we go. Mel says, cut the center of the tomato pie and add chicken salad and warm, or cut the tomato and fill it with cottage cheese. We love chicken salad. One, not the one with grapes and nuts. Yeah. What is that called? That's called Waldorf salad. Yeah, Waldorf salad. Chicken salad's good though. Did you get to hear the bluegrass? I did, because they were right next to the tent where we were. So it was lots of fun to see in the bluegrass. Samuel, do it through the Witcher's Pictures link on the East Tennessee Weather app. I saw you just post that to social, but do it to the Witcher's Pictures link using the East Tennessee Weather app, and then let me know, and I'll get that here on camera if you do so. Betty loves mangoes. Mango smoothies are good. Kimberly loves hammocks. Cheryl likes mangoes. Krista says, layer creamy Caesar dressing and tomato and onion and mozzarella cheese. Bake 350 to 45 minutes. Perfect. Now message me, mike@easttnweather.com. Send me that recipe. And if I choose your recipe, Krista, you'll get a free East Tennessee Weather shirt. But I got to put this on social media. We'll let it go for a couple days on social to see what we get. Did I sell any umbrellas? I did. I sold one. I think to Virginia. Sutton, I think I sold it to. We gave out a bunch of T-shirts, actually. So that was cool. I did see the log cabin. Why? Is that your house? Good morning, Jerry. How are you? Come on, Samuel. You want me to walk you through it? I'll show you. Watch the screen here, buddy. So if you open up the East Tennessee Weather app, you scroll all the way down past. See, look at the rain already starting to show up. Scroll all the way down past the blog, past the channel, and click on Witcher's Pictures right there. And then you just upload it. Send a picture from your camera roll. Upload it right there. It'll come right to my weather computer, and I'll be able to show it here in just a second if you get that done. Well, wait a second. See if Samuel can figure that out. What else is going on? I guess that's about it, huh? No traffic. Let's see what's going on with the radar here this morning. I do have some amazing photos to share with you as we wrap up the program here this morning. There's the radar over the last... okay, so we don't have a lot of rain out there this morning. That was an old picture. But when you look at the rainfall totals over the last 24 hours, you can see how much rainfall we've seen. So last 24-hour rainfalls in and around downtown. We saw upwards of almost 2 inches of rainfall over there at Strawberry Plains Pike, 11E, down towards Maryville and the airport, picking up over an inch of rain where we had the flooding concerns. Look at this. 2 to 4 inches of rainfall across the Southern Valley. And that's where we did have the flash flood warnings yesterday. 2.5 inches up in parts of Morgan County, parts of Cumberland County, picking up nearly 3 inches of rain over the last 24 hours, and over an inch of rain in Greenville. But some places didn't pick up a whole lot. And I just showed you all that, and I didn't even show it on the screen. So I was on camera the whole time. Sorry about that. Samuel, let's see if it's posted yet. Hasn't posted yet, Samuel. So we'll see if it gets posted here soon. Oh, wait. There it is. There it is, Samuel. Look at this. This is Samuel, everybody. Say hi to Samuel joining us on the program. He works over at the Cinebar, Regal Cinemas. And so we had to take a picture. Good guy right there, Samuel. Thanks so much for sharing that with us this morning. Felicia says we almost got 2 inches of rain next to Imes over the weekend, so good rain there. Yeah, I've never heard of those either. Samuel says hi, everybody. Nice. Nice stuff right there. All right, my friends. It is now 7:35. We're going to wrap things up this morning, but before we go, I have some great photos, so don't leave yet. Some great photos to share with you here this morning. Some new Witcher's pictures. And of course, you can upload those. Those will go, some of these new ones will go to easttnweather.com on the website. And so you'll be able to catch some of your photos on the website as I upload those. Try to do that as frequently as possible when the pictures come in. But we've got some great ones to share with you this morning. So we sure hope you have a great day. Be safe, be kind to each other. We'll take a look at some photos, then I'll send you back to the 24-hour weather channel if you missed the forecast from the very beginning. Enjoy your Monday, everybody. Watch out for those showers and thunderstorms. Track them with the interactive radar using the East Tennessee Weather app. Upload photos to Witcher's Pictures. Don't forget to go subscribe to YouTube. Like, share things on Facebook. It really helps the platform out. And remember, East Tennessee Weather is on Roku TV and Amazon Fire. Soon to the market, still waiting for it, is Apple TV. All right, my friends, have a great day. We'll see you back here for Wake Up with Witcher tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock.
You're watching East Tennessee Weather. Weather when you want it.
Good morning. Have a great Monday. It's going to be a kind of a wash, rinse, repeat forecast once again. We had some overnight showers, making for some rather wet roads to get the day started, but they'll dry out before more showers, more thunderstorms fire back up later on this afternoon. Let's go and talk about our July observed high temperatures. Now, we've started off extremely hot around the area. Now we've been trending lately about average, if not slightly below average. You can see the blues and the grays. The gray is average or right around, and blue is below. So once again, that's really the story. Now, an average high for this time of year is 89 degrees, so that's what we made it to yesterday. 85 in Crossville. Average high is 83. 92 was the high in Chattanooga, and 89 in Tri-City. So we picked up quite a bit of rainfall officially at McGee-Tyson Airport, over an inch of rainfall. So when you look at our rainfall over the past 24 hours, you can really see who got in on some of this activity. Not to mention, we actually had some flooding concerns. And I think that's going to be the story for the rest of the week. We have copious amounts of water in the atmosphere to work with. And so that's going to lead to some locally heavy rainfall. So something to keep in mind anyways. So from now through the lunch hour, not expecting a whole lot. But once we get into the lunch hour and beyond, here comes this energy sliding its way from southwest to northeast. And so like we've seen over the last couple of days, the showers and a few isolated thunderstorms. No severe weather threat by any stretch, but showers and thunderstorms will continue to roll their way from southwest to northeast. So just by the end of the day, again, we're going to get pockets of locally heavy rainfalls. If you've already seen a lot of rain and you get a lot more, well, that could lead to some flooding concerns. So ponding, puddling, tropical-like downpours, but that's going to increase actually over the next couple of days. And I'll explain here in a moment. 80 degrees by lunchtime, so we are going to have a muggy day, just like the last couple of days as well. The mugginess is there. So while high temperatures will be close to seasonal averages like we were yesterday, heat index values, because dew points will climb into the 70s, making it very sticky, will make it feel like the low to mid-90s. And so the heat is starting to build back in. We're not trending as cool over the last couple of days as we were anticipating. But the cloud coverage will keep our temperatures at bay, either way you look at it. By the evening hours, 85 degrees by 6, but feeling like 90, 81 by 8, feeling like 85, and down to 77 by 10 o'clock here this evening. All right, overnight tonight, we'll continue to see maybe a couple of spotty showers like we saw last night. Can't rule that out. Not expecting a big batch of rain by any stretch, but a few wet roads possible as we get into the sunrise hour. We just have this moisture and this energy streaming its way on through. So Tuesday morning, we start off in the 60s and 70s. Through the day on Tuesday, we'll continue to see rounds of showers heading our way. Moisture content in the atmosphere starts to gradually increase across the area, and that's going to lead once again to locally heavy rainfall. These, for the most part, are diurnally driven, heat developed and started and fired up by the sunshine, by the heat of the day. So as we heat up the day, you lift the atmosphere, it produces showers and thunderstorms. So as we go all the way through Tuesday, we're talking today and tomorrow, you can really see how the rain's going to continue to pile on up around the area. And as I mentioned, that's the story. So today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, notice temperatures coming down just a little bit. We do have a cold front on the way, and that cold front's going to spill in a little bit of drying as we get into the upcoming weekend. What I want to show you, if you have not seen this yet here this past weekend, I showed it all weekend long, but available moisture. So this is also known as precipitable water. When precipitable waters get into about 1.5 inches, 1 3/4 to 2 inches, that leads to tropical-like downpours, and that's what you're looking right here on the screen, the red shaded areas. Watch this. As we get into our Tuesday, here comes that shaded red area. That's going to start to stream its way into the area. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're going to add so much moisture to the atmosphere that when we do get the showers to develop during the afternoon, they are going to be very efficient rain producers. Now notice, to the north of this on Thursday, we don't have a whole lot of that precipitable water or high precipitable water, high available moisture. That's due to a cold front swinging its way into the area. Now the cold front will slide its way through. That's going to spark off some good solid showers and thunderstorms, but probably bring those rain chances down just a little bit as we round out the week and head into the weekend, i.e. we'll drop Saturday's rainfall percentage anyways down to about 40%, but we're going to stay elevated leading up to that frontal boundary heading our way. And it's, going to cool us down a little bit. So when you look at our 7-day rainfall outlook, you can see how this river of moisture is just going to stream its way through. So from the Tennessee Valley, Appalachian region over to the eastern seaboard, that's where we're really just going to get a ton of rain. Dew points stay on the elevated side all through the weekend into the upcoming weekend as well. So no relief from the humidity, that blanket of humid air. It's just going to stick with us. Now temperatures do come down as that cold front approaches on Thursday. They climb back up to those seasonal averages as we get into the upcoming weekend. But because dew points are going to be in the 70s, that's still going to lead to heat index values mid to upper 80s to low 90s. And again, today it's going to be a hot day. Saturday and Sunday are going to be some toasty, muggy days as well. Looking ahead to round out the month of July, start the month of August, we may be trending right around average per the Climate Prediction Center. And then do we start to trend a little bit above average? Well, the possibility is there, and we'll keep you posted on how this all plays out as we head through the rest of the month. You can stay on top of the latest weather forecasts every single day, day parts, 7-day forecasts, interactive radar, which is, by the way, amazing because it gives you current, past, and future radar of 2 hours. Hands down, one of the best futurecast radars out there. All right, we sure hope you have a great day. Your next weather update's coming up today at noon, so check in on your lunch break. We'll see you then.